Hello everyone, welcome to Spear, Colorado. This is Spear Junction, kind of 5-7 miles south of Cheyenne, Wyoming, going towards Denver. There's not a lot out here, as you can see. This is a big Y. There's this direction, goes back to Cheyenne. This direction takes an alternate route towards Ogden and Salt Lake. And then straight that direction is Denver. I walked down here yesterday evening. It took forever. It was about 7.5 miles of walking from Cheyenne to get down here, because I'm trying to get a southbound back to Denver. I met up with a friend in Cheyenne, and we're going to split up for a little bit, link up down in Denver, and then head towards New Orleans, is what I'm thinking. But for here, we are in the middle of just goddamn nowhere. Spear is in the middle of nowhere. Right here, I'm pretty sure this pad used to be where there was a huge old water tower. It was supposed to be really cool, and there was like tags under it that like went back decades. But Union Pacific, as they have been doing across all the train lines, has started to tear down all the old infrastructure due to liability reasons, I believe. So not a lot out here other than some trees, and trying to find a place to hang out and wait for a train. I believe that I'm waiting for the LA to Denver train here. Should stop for clearance at the very least, and take that down to Denver, see what's up down there. The only thing really here, it looks like there was a derailment at some point, and they plowed all this old rail cars over to this side of the tracks. But I'm gonna go back to my gear and hang out. Hopefully this train, like a train, stops here, because we're far in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's like the interstate's right there. I could go hitchhike, but hoping something stops so I can get down to Denver on a train. I haven't ridden this subdivision. I can't remember what it's called. Front Range, maybe. I can't remember. Spear, maybe. But, yep, get back to my gear and hang out and wait for something to stop. That's about it. That's what I'm doing with my day. Well, we're rolling out of Spear, and we're going on the right track. So looks like we are out of here to Denver. You can tell that winter storm is rolling in with the clouds the way they are right now. It's going to be interesting getting down to Denver. The BNSF tracks we're going over right here, down there, and yeah, looks like we're out of Spear. Yeah! Look at all the bison. So many, look at them all. landing here in Denver, the UP North Yard. I landed right in the middle of the yard. So trying to get out here before I get spotted. That grain silo's the exit over there. Slow ass ride coming down from Denver, let me tell you. Alright, well, we're safely off property here at Pecos Junction. And I'm headed immediately to the liquor store and the Mexican food restaurant that's right next to it, so I can get me some food, because I am dying right now. Food, beer, water, in that order. Well, we're on the light rail, getting out of Pecos Junction, and this is the Denver UP North Yard right here. Fairly big yard. That's like right where I got off last night, pretty much. This is the this intermodal right here is the BNSF Denver Renix intermodal facility. Is this one? And we got Denver in the distance. R.I.P. brother. Enjoy the beer. Alright, so after a long series of events, we are rolling out of Denver on a coal train. And we'll go into that more either before this clip or after this clip. Bye, Denver. Hopefully you don't drop me off in Pueblo. So we're a little bit past Castle Rock right now, and it's pretty. I didn't know we were going up such a giant hill outside of Denver, between Denver and Colorado Springs. I mean, the engine's been on freaking notch 8 with effort of up to 110 for like the entire time. I thought that we were like fucking around, there was something wrong, but no, it's just we're going up this gigantic freaking hill with a full coal load with two, I think this is like a 3x2, it might be a 2x2 train, like 2 lead units and 2 rear DPUs. But once we clear over this rock thing up ahead of us, I think we're going to start going downhill towards Colorado Springs and speed up a little bit. I just hope that we can get through Pueblo and, you know, into La Junta without stopping again. And I can, they're gonna probably inspect the unit in freaking La Junta, so I'm probably gonna get off and they're gonna do that and get back on and go to Amarillo and go to sleep. But still got a while. Anyway, Colorado. Well, here we are, stranded again at Pueblo Junction. That's what this is. It's Pueblo Junction. It's fucking home bum central. I caught one of the only trains out of Denver that goes to this coal plant. One of the only ones, like it's like 1 out of, I don't know, 10 a day or something. It's stupid. I'm beginning to think that the train gods are telling me to stop fucking riding for a while, because this is the 3rd time I've been stranded in less than a month. It's making me think that I suck ass at riding trains or something, but you can't trace BNSF, so I don't know what you're supposed to do. Anyway, I'm going to walk to town to go to the mall in Pueblo and try to spend money to get a bus to La Junta, because I'm not going to try to catch trains on the fly here. I've got too much shit. So, yep. It's going to be a nice 4-mile walk to get up there. Hopefully I can make enough money. It's $11. So, we'll see. Fuck yeah. The Spange gods were good. Made about $60 in less than an hour. This is the Pueblo River Walk that I didn't know existed. It's like this Venice-esque thing with a little boat that goes down it right in the center of downtown. That's kind of neat. Bet you could make a killing busking down here on Friday night. Look at that. So this is the Pueblo Union Depot, as it says, 1889. Train's been coming through here from Trinidad for a long time in Santa Fe. This is the original Santa Fe line that this depot's on, before they made the connection down into Texas that I'm going to be riding. But there's a rail museum in here. I think it's closed today though, because it's Veterans Day observed or whatever. A whole bunch of these hot rods are just pulled in. Look at this. Cool. That's so sick, dude. That's so sick. These guys are just cruising through town, it looks like. This thing is so sick. Look at that. That's so awesome. So those hot rods distracted me so much, I forgot to show the trains. This is the USA DOT, or Department of Transportation, first engine, 001. And I'd love to see what's inside this. Locomotive simulator training car would be sick. Got a whole bunch of cool old trains over here. Be so cool to see this thing fire up back in the day. So anyway, Pueblo's got a kind of cool little downtown. Reminds me a lot of downtown Flagstaff. So it's not all bad. This town isn't very good at night, you know, trying to find a place to sleep, and there's a lot of home bums that don't seem like the friendliest or safest kind of people to hang around. But it's got some stuff to see, some historic stuff. It's a pretty historic town. It's been around for a long, long time on the original Santa Fe line, like I was saying. Anyway, I'm getting out of here in about an hour, taking a bus to La Junta, keep going from there. But yeah, headed out. So we are in La Junta right now. Just got here on the bus, hit the grocery store real quick. Got this sick Santa Fe caboose. It's all lit up with a Christmas theme on the inside, it seems like. And this is the BNSF crew office with the Amtrak station attached, as you can see by their nice and shiny BNSF sign over there. And we're headed to the liquor store, and it's a long walk to get to the actual crew change, which is not here in town, which it should be. They've got their festive Christmas festivity stuff going on in their little downtown. And I have no want to be in La Junta. Holy shit. That's the, look, see that? That's the KCK IM train right there. Those should be on the front. Well, no, these are on the rear. When it comes from Kansas City, Kansas, this IM pulls this in, drops them off in Pueblo, and the Q ALT PTL train picks these up and takes them all the way up to Seattle. So this is funny seeing this. I haven't seen these this far down this line, but I know the operations. I just haven't seen it. But those are the 737 fuselages. I heard that they're not 737s anymore. There's something else, but planes on trains on planes on trains. So this is super cool. If you see this, that's an old Santa Fe grain car that's been turned into a grain dispenser for trucks for this little whatever this is, little grain plant. But yeah, it's like a Santa Fe car. I'm leaning over real hard. It's just been converted to like putting these trucks. It's super awesome. Leave it to a small town like La Junta to see something like that. It's pretty awesome. So we're jumping off here, Sunrise in Amarillo. There goes the train. And we are really far out of town. I've been here before, but the buses were running the last time I was here, and it's a Sunday now, so buses are not running. So it's gonna be, man, I thought the walks were long before. This is gonna be, I don't know, it's close to 8 miles probably to walk into town from here. Anyway, I'm gonna go find a tree in this field and just go to sleep for a little while. Barely got any sleep last night. And then it's down to the yard. One of the yards anyway. So I decided to say, fuck it, and just walk to town this morning. I've been walking the tracks for a few miles. Just encountered this big GM yard right here. Trying to discreetly go around it. I think that this might be the GM yard for going to Dallas Fort Worth. I don't really know what this thing's doing, but there's a whole bunch of workers buzzing around. I'm trying to discreetly skirt all of these people because I am surrounded by railroad property and fenced in right now. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. That tower down there downtown, I'm going just a little south of that, so we're almost there. Amarillo BNSF office. Yard tower. Barking dog, because all dogs hate me. Mainly the pack. And we still got like a mile to walk. Well, I didn't know I was going to walk right next to the crew office in the tower, but apparently I am. That's a eastbound crew changing right now. The PTI van. And okay, well, they know all about me now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm half tempted to just go get on right behind the lead units right in front of the crew office right now. That's dumb, I'm not gonna do it, but it'd be hilarious. So, update here from Logistics Park, Kansas. Gigantic intermodal facility. Our train's working it. It's a Z train. I don't have like a lot of time to explain this because I've got to figure shit out right now, but essentially I got a Z train out of Amarillo when I got to Amarillo, and we're now in like outside of Kansas City, and this giant intermodal facility is where they work all the intermodals. I got a Z train. They work this yard, but I don't know if any terminate here, and I don't know which Z train I caught. So I jumped off because they were messing with the trailers that I was on, one of these. And so I jumped off in the bushes. I'm hoping I don't get left here, but I've got to like pay attention to see what the hell's happening, because it doesn't look like they're handling trailers at this facility. But the workers were messing around or tying down cars like behind mine on the train. So I don't know. I want to hear this train break air. If it breaks air, I know that they're going to pick stuff up or drop stuff off and then come back for this, but I haven't heard that yet. So I don't know what's happening. You can see over there, you see that giant freaking intermodal crane moving around. I mean, this is big. This is bigger than, I've been to intermodal facilities before, but this is the biggest one I've ever been to. And I want to get backed into that thing. So I jumped off. If I get left here, whatever, I'll hitchhike to Kansas City. But I'm not getting, like, this is, there's IM facilities that are fenced. Yeah, great. Yeah, most IM facilities are fenced. This is fenced with a 10,000 volt electric fence that goes all the way around it. I was looking at the signs coming in here. It's not a good place to get left. I'm sure people have gotten in and out just fine, but I ain't doing it. Fuck that. But my train, it extends like way the hell up there. I can see the head end of it. Oh, I don't know why my camera just zoomed in 8 times for some reason, but I can see the head end way up there. I just got to figure out what the hell's happening. So I'm gonna go do that and hopefully not have to wander through this freaking swamp to get over to the highway. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So after consulting a few pieces of information, I'm gonna say fuck it and just walk to Gardner, Kansas, which is like a ways 6 miles or something. Hold on. And then there's a bus that takes me to KC at like 4 o'clock or something. I think I'm gonna do that, because looking at all the information that I've seen, trains could terminate here. They could work for like hours and hours and hours. I don't know. I don't want to get stuck in there. It's just not worth it. So I'm just gonna walk. I'm just going to like that overpass way the hell up there, and then from there into town. That's fine. I'm on like those like main tracks outside of the yard. Yeah, I just don't want to mess with going into that yard either way. So that's what's happening. Got this other train just coming in, blocking my view from the yard, which is nice. Engineer was nice, waved at me when I waved at him. So. Okay, I just wanted to zoom in on this to show everybody that I'm not kidding. That, oh, if I can focus, 12.5 kilovolts high voltage fence that surrounds this entire goddamn thing. So there's that. Don't want to mess with that. I am totally good. And let's put it this way, the fence is like 20 feet high. It's ridiculous. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe they have some problems in Kansas of like the cartel coming up and jacking fucking containers, but I've never heard of it. But that's just insane. A 20-foot high, 12.5 kilovolt fence. They really want to protect what's in there. There's a lot of FedEx cars and shit in there, so I can kind of see it. But anyway, we're going up to that overpass and past that like building, which is like a cold storage tech building or something. And then we're out. I'll probably get an overview of the yard. I'm curious to see what this thing looks like from above over that overpass. These cranes they've got in these facilities are so impressive. Like the massive scale are so cool. BNSF Railway. So we safely made it out of Logistics Park here in Kansas. I'm sitting here under this overpass. I'm not going to go up on this overpass to overview the yard. It just isn't worth it to me. I mean, it's a giant IM yard. You can figure out what it looks like or go look one up on Google or something. But I'm going to go walk the tracks back to town to catch the bus. It comes at 3 o'clock. And yep, then Kansas City. It might be kind of fortuitous that it dropped me off here, because that means that I'm gonna completely miss having to get off in Argentine Yard. And that's one of the biggest BNSF yards in the entire country, if not the biggest BNSF yard in the country. I can't remember, but lots of security, bulls, gigantic, hard to get out of unless you get dropped off in the right place. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the bus into KC, and then we'll drive right by the Argentine yard, and I can see how terrible it is, or large, or whatever. But yeah, I'm not messing with BNSF anymore after this, and I'll go into more detail when we get to KC. Peace out, bitch. So this is downtown Gardner, Kansas. Not a whole lot going on. Not too bad either. But got 2 miles to walk to get to the bus, get to KC. Not trying to hang out in Gardner. Okay, so far, Kansas is one of my more favorite states right now, because I went to the Taco Bell, just had enough to get cheesy bean and rice burrito, and they hooked it up with like a whole plate of food. So one good thing. Second good thing, going to the liquor store, what do I find? 93-cent tall cans of Natty Ice. 93 cents, that's less than $1. In case you like can't do the math, that's the cheapest beer I've ever seen in my entire life. I think that's like literally the cheapest beer I've ever seen in my life, because I don't go east, and people told me that it's cheap, but wasn't expecting 93 cents cheap. Man, I could live here with $5 kickdowns for years. I'm about to be walking through this quaint little like small town Kansas suburb with my pack, my guitar, and that can of beer. And I can already feel the property values dropping as I walk through the neighborhood.